Kind of annoyed me.
What?
The coverage about the Browns and Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a bit too intensive for me.
I'm not shocked because they have 5 quarterbacks, and that's like a story to follow because there's not much to follow in the preseason.
I'm not shocked
Unless
either.
unless you're one of those guys who wants to talk about Caleb Williams blowing out teams in the preseason.
I thought you didn't play. Did you play?
I think he played the first 2 or 3 drives in each game, but
I heard he didn't play.
he definitely played against the Bills. I don't know about the Chiefs.
Mm.
Mahomes played against the Bears, so I assume Williams is playing. If he played week 2, I don't know why he'd not play week 3, and Mahomes would. But I mean,
who do you have winning that division?
the NFC North,
Yeah.
Detroit.
Valid.
You?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you went with Detroit actually,
Why's that?
because you're a big like Detroit brain drain kind of guy. Like with losing the coaches and stuff, I feel like
I definitely
no.
think I don't think they'll be as good as they were last year, but
How good do they have to be to
Green
win
Bay
the
doesn't have
division?
any defensive backs.
How good do they have to be to win the division is the question, I guess.
11 wins.
You think 11 wins wins that division?
I'd have to look at their schedule, but
The Vikings won 14 games last year.
and the Vikings lost their starting quarterback.
Yeah, but
I'm
how
not
many
one of
games
the.
does Sam Darnold account for?
Uh,
You know what I mean?
he played well. He had what 38
He
touchdowns.
played 41, I think.
41?
He played well, but
Is JJ McCarthy gonna throw 35 plus touchdowns? Is handing the ball off to Aaron Jones 30 times a game
yeah, but
the recipe to win the division?
so you don't think J.J. McCarthy's good at all?
I don't
Yeah,
have an
he's
opinion
average.
on him because I yet to see him play an actual NFL snap. But sorry,
Yeah, that was a weird.
the
was
Blue
weird.
Jays and Marlins are on behind us. But yeah, I can't be high on someone I've never seen play in the NFL, and I'm not one of those guys who's gonna say the Vikings are gonna win 14 games or that JJ McCarthy's a top 10 quarterback when I've yet to see him play an actual snap of football. And the last time we saw him play, and he didn't look pretty last preseason, if I remember correctly. And at Michigan, he did win the national championship, but they were cheating, and it was a run-heavy offense. And I don't think there's a ton of reason to talk about Chicago winning the division because I don't think there's a.
I think you're a fake. You're a fraud. I think you're a secret J.J. McCarthy hater.
I might be, but
I think you underplay how much you don't believe in him.
it's more so the Vikings fans I see on social media who are talking about him like he's done something.
Well, yeah, I hear that, but I think you are particularly low on him in comparison to most
he's
people who maybe follow football.
I didn't think he was necessarily a first round pick to begin with.
I reject that. That's insane to me. I don't know how
And
you get there.
I don't think
You don't think he was a first round pick caliber talent?
wasn't he for most of the college football season wasn't he projected to be second or third? I haven't seen any.
No,
He's not an elite runner. I wouldn't say he's
he
an
was
elite
in college.
passer.
He was both in. Well, he was an elite passer in college. Yeah, he was both in college.
I don't see the vision for uh basically speaking a rookie quarterback coming off an ACL or some sort of knee surgery.
I feel like that's in conflict with your other beliefs though, because I think you think Brock Purdy's what, like a system of his, like a creature of his system. He was made through the Shanahan system, and like he would, like, you know what I mean. You don't think Brock Purdy's that good.
I think
So.
yeah.
I think that you could put anybody in that Niners offense and they do similar things. Then why is the same not true for the Vikings?
I don't
offense?
think no. I think Brock Purdy's a top 15, top 10 quarterback.
But on balance, you don't view him to be that much better than JJ McCarthy.
I do.
Why?
He's how many regular season games has he lost?
No, he's. I'm not saying
The sample size is big enough for me now to say
I'm not saying he hasn't given you reason to believe he's good. I'm just saying you don't believe he's good.
I don't believe he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but I don't think he's bad. I think he's above average. I think he's a more efficient Tua, to be honest with you.
You think he's better than Tua? After last year, I don't think that's a valid take. Tua was pretty good last year when he played.
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't believe in a young quarterback with no NFL regular season snaps coming off a major surgery. And is Darisaw going to be ready for week 1?
No, I don't think so. But I'm
Aaron
not.
Jones getting older.
Yeah, but I believe in Kevin O'Connell and I believe in Justin Jefferson.
So you have him winning the division?
No,
You have,
the Lions winning the division.
yeah, I mean,
The Lions. It's a boring take, but it's the actual accurate
between
take.
Lions and Vikings,
Yeah, it'd be cooler or more fun to say the Vikings.
I
or
think
the
it'd be
Packers.
Lions or Packers, but the Packers' defensive back room,
You mean their corner room, really?
yeah, their corner room, I guess.
Safeties are all right.
The safeties are, I mean, Xavier McKinney's that guy, but yeah, the corners do raise some heavy concerns for me.
Receiver room isn't great either.
Yeah, I like Matthew Golden as a prospect.
Me too,
Jaden Reed is, I think, an average slot receiver,
probably.
and it depends if Golden's ready to step up into the X role, and if he is,
So you're not higher on the Packers and the Vikings.
I am higher on the Packers than the Vikings.
But yeah, that's what I meant to say. You are high. Yeah, I'm higher on the Vikings and the Packers.
Yeah, and I
I think we're both probably around the same spot on the Bears too.
I think
Just like
yeah.
let's just see what happens. Like let's
Yeah.
relax and see what happens.
I think the Packers are a 9 to 11 win team. I think the Lions are 10 to 12, and I think the Vikings are 7 to 10. I think the Bears are a 6 to 9 win team. And I think so. My order would be Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears.
I think I do the same as last year. No, actually, I'd probably go Lions, Vikings, Bears, Packers.
So you're not high on the Packers at all.
I mean, I am, but I think that's like a 7-10 team.
So you think they missed playoffs this year? First time in the Jordan Love starting era?
Yeah, I don't think Jordan Love is like that good. I think people ascribe to him a certain greatness they saw in Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, and they believe that there's this predestined track that he has to be great because of that. I don't think that's true.
I hear that.
I think he's just simply too inconsistent. And I don't think it's his fault. I think he's on the Vikings. I'd pick the Vikings over the Packers.
I agree, but I think his I mean, he didn't look pretty in the beginning of the season last year with Malik Willis. Malik Willis looked better the first few weeks. I think he went 2-0 or 2-1.
He went 2-0 as a starter.
Yeah, and Jordan Love started off like 1-3 or something.
Yeah, I don't put too much stock in that.
I don't know. I think I like Matt LaFleur. I trust what they got going on there. I
like LaFleur too, but he has to be good for them to win. He has to be really good for them to win.
Yeah, and I believe in him being good enough to edge out JJ McCarthy's Vikings. And with the Bears, I mean, I think with new head coaches, I think it takes some time to readjust the roster, readjust the playbook to build a playoff caliber team. And Ben Johnson, a lot of his success in Detroit came from that great backfield of Gibbs and Montgomery, and he's now has a weaker line with a quarterback who holds on the ball too much, and their backfield is DeAndre Swift and who's
I don't even for who
Bears. I think they have like a 6th or 5th round pick or something.
I don't know. I was formulating my response. I think every year that there's a new head coach, who wins more games than they should.
Yeah,
And
my pick
it
wouldn't be
is
the Ben
so.
Johnson's
So who would
Bears.
it be? I'm talking about rookie head coach. I'm talking about new. Because every year there's like a new head coach. Maybe
Yeah,
either came back from retirement
if
essentially.
I had to pick one, I think it would be
Raheem? Nah,
it'd
Raheem's
be
not in it.
Vrabel.
Really?
I like.
I don't understand why you're so high on the Patriots.
I'm not super high on them. I'm not necessarily someone who's going to say they're a playoff team.
I think you said they'd finish second in that division.
I wouldn't be surprised if they finish second. I don't know what to make of the Dolphins quite yet.
But the Dolphins' floor is higher by a good deal
Their
than the
floor, their
Patriots'
floor is higher, but
Their ceiling's around the same, I think.
the my issue with the I think their ceiling is around the same. My issue with the Dolphins is more so, I guess, transitioning to AFC East is Tua's ability to stay healthy, where Tyreek Hill is at in his career, and what he has left in the tank. Um, I think what was the trade they made with Pittsburgh? Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith for Minka and a draft pick.
Yeah,
I think their defense got weaker. They lost Javon Holland. They lost Jordan Poyer.
definitely did.
What's his name? Howard's gone.
But who in the division got better in a noticeable way?
The Patriots.
Really?
I mean, they added
Did they?
some pieces through
Talent-wise,
free agency.
Not really. Coaching-wise, for sure. And coaching was a serious issue. But how many
Yeah.
games does Mike Vrabel win you instead of Gerard Mayo?
Who's the rookie they have? Trayvon Hendrickson.
I think so, yeah.
It depends how good he is. It depends how good the line is and what Will Campbell can contribute. I heard he hasn't looked pretty in the preseason.
Well, most rookie offensive linemen, it's a tough
It's
adjustment
a,
for
it's,
offensive linemen.
yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of great transitions from college to the NFL in terms of the offensive linemen besides Nelson and Alt
And Slater.
and Slater. But
Slater, yeah.
their defense, I think the Patriots' defense is fairly underrated last year.
Yeah, I
And,
agree.
They could do some damage.
They offer no threat in the run. They offer no threat in the run game. Their offensive line
But
is still far from
I don't know enough
finished.
about Trayvon Hendrickson to say that there's absolutely no threat.
Okay, I hear that.
I don't know about because I don't know enough about the offensive line to say they're getting worse. I expect Drake May, his numbers don't jump off the page, but if you watch the games, he looked
He
good.
did look good.
Like if you're a numbers guy, you're probably gonna say Nix is the better rookie, but if you watch them, especially towards the end of the year, you'd probably lean May.
Here's the thing. Bo Nix is about as good as he's going to get, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Also,
much.
how old is he? 26 or something?
Drake May is just so full of potential.
Very raw talent.
Yeah, he could be. If everything goes right, he should be better than Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Was he a better player than Bo Nix last year?
No.
No. There's no tangible evidence you can find to
It's
support
just
that
highlights.
claim. You'd be stretching people's credulity.
Yeah.
Like there's no like actual proof towards that. But the games are on TV, and Drake May looks like he could be a lot better than Bo Nix. I agree with that for sure. Is that this year? I highly doubt it.
Yeah, but
I think this is a like 6-11 year, and we're okay with that. And we're competitive all the way through, but we're not a very good team just yet.
Patriots.
Yes.
I can see that. I wouldn't be shocked. I think it would be borderline unreasonable to say anybody besides the Bills wins that division.
I agree.
And I think it comes down to, I think it goes New England or Miami, depending on what goes wrong, what goes right for those teams. It could literally flip. And then, unfortunately for you, the Jets in dead last.
I agree with that. I think the Jets should be projected to be in dead last. The funny thing about the offseason is reason kind of goes out the window.
Yeah.
No one, I don't think anyone, I haven't seen many pundits like projecting the Bills to not win the division. I've seen a lot of pundits projecting the Chiefs to not win their division.
Yeah.
And I think that's
ridiculous.
more unreasonable. Like if you don't have any facts to back up your claim, then I don't. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
think it's necessarily more unreasonable, but I think it's fairly unreasonable.
they are still the best roster in that division. I'd go.
I
So
think
far as to
I, I
say
think
that.
I think I agree with you, but
The Broncos are a good roster. The Chiefs are still the best roster in that division. They are.
yeah, but
They are.
the Chargers were a playoff team last year. Nobody in the East was. The Chargers are a playoff team with a or not first year head coach, but first year with the organization. Um, and I expect Harbaugh to take a step up with a more tailored roster to what he wants to run.
Yeah, I like their moves. I do.
I like them.
I
Losing
like the Najee
losing
Harris
Slater's
thing.
gonna be huge.
Yeah, losing Slater is rough.
I can't imagine the Raiders are gonna be worse than they were last year.
Yeah, but you don't have the Chargers going anywhere above like 9-8, do you?
I think 10 wins is their ceiling.
I agree. So
Um,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the Chiefs
the
will win.
only
The Chiefs will
the
win
only
12-13.
yeah the only way I see. I'm not saying this will happen, but the only possible way I see the Chiefs don't win that division is if Bo Nix takes some sort of second year jump that nobody really had planned.
Can't see that happen.
Because I think the Broncos have a deeper roster than the Chargers.
Yeah,
They have a better line, a better defense. I mean, their weapons are
I don't know.
relatively the same.
Bo Nix was an impactful player last year. Maybe.
Maybe they added
Maybe.
who's their tight end now? They brought in Evan Ingram, I think they have now.
No, yes, right.
They lost Javonte Williams, which isn't a huge loss, but they replaced him with J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey out of UCF, I believe. Anyways, a rookie. J.K. Dobbins is the number one back on the depth chart. I'm cheering for J.K. Dobbins, but I don't believe in J.K. Dobbins.
I don't think anybody besides his
But
mother believes in J.K. Dobbins.
I like the Broncos more than the Chargers, I think. Just because I really like that defense. They brought in Dre Greenlaw. That line was great last year. I like Sean Payton, obviously. And yeah, I think that, I mean, once again, I think they could flip flop, but I think the Broncos have a higher ceiling than the Chargers, but also lower floor. 'Cause I really do not trust Bo Nix at all.
Yeah.
If I had to project one, I think it'd go Chargers at 2 and Broncos at 3, but I wouldn't be shocked if it flipped. I think that, yeah, Broncos. If the Chiefs don't win it, I think it'd be the Broncos, but I expect the Chiefs to win it.
Yeah.
And then the Raiders obviously in last because
I think the Raiders would be exciting this year, though.
yeah, I mean Genty, Brock Powers is fun. Max Crosby's obviously
It's a
one of the better
5-win team,
players on that side
probably.
of the ball
Hmm.
in general. The line sucks.
Yeah.
And
Cornerback room is pretty bad too.
the cornerback room's bad.
Receiver room's
The
not great
defense
either.
really outside of Crosby kind of stinks.
Yeah.
The receiver room, it's Jacoby Myers and the fellas.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the fellas.
I don't believe in Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers, I think, is a above average wide receiver too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the Raiders are going to be in a. I like Bowers and I like Genty, and I think that could be a fun combination to watch. And I think Geno Smith is still serviceable, but
I think he's definitely serviceable.
when you're in when
yeah.
you're in the position of they're going to be throwing the ball 30 times a game and playing from behind,
There's nowhere to go, really.
yeah, like they're just going to be, yeah, they're going to be playing from behind, and that's not great for utilizing Genty at all. I don't love him as a receiving back, so it's, and even a tight end. Tight end's only going to do so much when you're losing by that much.
Yeah, it seems like the Broncos and Raiders. I can see how people get there, but they don't inspire any confidence in me.
Yeah.
And it might be that I'm a casual. That could be it.
So
'Cause
the Broncos and the Raiders?
Well, I mean, it could be because the Broncos don't have any major skill position stars in any way, shape, or form. Really, they're good on the offensive line. They have a decent secondary. Well, a good
They have a
secondary,
good secondary.
anchored by Patrick Surtain. The rest, outside
Riley
of him,
Moss is decent.
Riley Moss is okay. He's okay.
The linebacker Benito and
Benito's good,
Greenlaw's in
and their
theory
front
good.
seven is good.
Yeah.
Like, so I should be a fan, but I have no faith in that team to do anything meaningful. Like, I'd be
Yeah,
shocked
they're not gonna win the Super
if they won a
Bowl.
wild card game, and they were in the postseason last year.
Yeah,
I'd be shocked.
unless Bo
Closer.
Nix, and the only way this happens is a Bo Nix, I don't want to say breakout year, but
I think
basically,
I'd be less surprised if the Chargers or the Raiders won a postseason game than if the Broncos did. Raiders and Broncos are on the same level for me in terms of the surprise that would be if they won a playoff game. Because if the Raiders win a playoff game, it means like Geno Smith has come back to form. JT's having that year. I don't understand how it would happen with the Broncos. I don't get how it would happen.
I don't
see the
understand how it
playbook.
would happen with the Raiders.
It'd be like the defense is playing better than it should. Geno's being regular Geno, essentially. JT's looking like we thought he might look,
But
and
I don't
Bowers
think-
is looking like he thought he might look, too.
I don't think Genty can possibly. I don't think they can be with that defense. They can be in a position where they can dominate the game on the ground, and then even if they are, I don't think the line can hold up to win a game off Genty.
I agree. But that's just how I feel. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like I literally feel like I'd be less shocked if the defense wildly overperformed and the offensive line wildly overperformed. And because I don't know who the Broncos in the AFC, I'd be like, yeah, they got it in that postseason game.
Yeah,
If Ashley
'cause-
Dainty is firing and Brock Bowers is firing, I might be able to pick him over some people.
Yeah, well, their way to, I think, win a postseason. I mean, I don't see them winning a postseason game, but I think their road to do that would be getting a 5 seed, which is not entirely unreasonable. I don't think.
Let me paint the picture. Geno's a top 15 quarterback, 10 to 15 quarterback.
I can see that.
Ashton Dainty is like a top 3 running back.
I can't see that.
You can see it. You can see it.
No,
You can see it.
no, I cannot.
An Ezekiel Elliott type of rookie year.
Cowboys had a good offensive line. What did
Yeah.
DeMarco Murray do a year or two prior? Like,
So fine. Okay, so top
1,100
10
yards.
running back in the league. You can definitely see that.
yes,
Name top 10 running backs this year.
no, I think he could.
Brock
be top.
Bowers is the best tight end in the league.
Yes,
You're telling me that they don't fluke into a
Uh,
postseason win
a tight-
at 9-8?
a tight end, a great tight end, a top 15 quarterback, and a top 10 running back. doesn't
Playing
do
like
it
the
for me.
Titans?
I don't think they can play like the Titans.
No, I'm saying like they play the Titans in the wild card.
I don't think they. Oh, yeah, it's the same. That's where it's going.
They'll
with the
win their
Broncos.
division. Like if
It's-
somebody from the AFC South.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The way I can see that happen is if someone in the Broncos, Chargers. I mean, maybe not Chargers, but Broncos or Raiders. I think their path to winning a postseason game is getting whoever's coming out the South, who's most likely going to be the 4 seed, whether it's the Jaguars, or Texans. Maybe Cam Ward. I like Cam Ward, but I don't think he's a playoff quarterback yet. Maybe Cam Ward does get them to the postseason.
We've literally
But-
never seen him play a snap of football.
Yeah, like
So I just
I
don't
don't think it's gonna
yeah.
be him.
I mean, it could be.
I'm
him,
not
but-
gonna waste. I'm not gonna waste anyone's time talking about Daniel Jones in the postseason.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go. Like I
Like there are other things we could talk about.
I mean, look,
Like,
I like Danny Dimes, but like
you don't like him that much.
it's tough because everybody's always proving everyone wrong nowadays. But you get enough tape on a guy, and you're like I grew up in the New Jersey area. Like I'm very familiar with this dude. I'd be shocked. But I said anything about Sam Darnold, so who knows?
I mean, the Colts defense is around average, maybe a little below average.
If that
Their
division
line's
was,
pretty good. Jonathan Taylor's good. Pittman, Downs, and Pierce are around an average receiving room.
that division was even
I like Tyler Warren. Jonathan Taylor's obviously a great running back, but it's Daniel Jones.
It's Daniel Jones, dude. And that division is like,
And if things go astray, Anthony Richardson comes in.
I think Daniel Jones probably gets benched.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just a matter: is it week 4? Is it week 8?
Yeah. I don't think the Jag thing goes well either.
The Jags, I'm a little more optimistic. I don't like the idea of drafting Travis Hunter at number 2 to be a receiver.
They gave up a good deal for Hunter too.
Yeah.
If I had to put money down, there's only one team I'm even talking about, and it's the Texans.
It's the Texans, of course.
And like if I did, like if like something mattered, like we can pontificate all we want, but if something mattered, that's my money down on my life. It's the Texans for sure.
Yeah, no. My projection would be Texans, Jags, Colts, Titans.
I think
Titans have the lowest floor, I think, out of all of them.
I'd probably flip Jags and Colts. I like Shane Steichen more than Liam Cohen, and I think that in terms of what they have talent-wise, Duval.
I don't know. I like the receiving room down in Jacksonville. I'm not huge on Travis Hunter as a receiver, but
BTJ.
I like BTJ. I don't know who their tight end is anymore.
Me neither.
Their defense has pieces.
Yes.
That, in theory, if they work together, they could be good.
On paper.
On paper, look good.
Yeah.
Like, they have the pieces, but is Trevor Lawrence going to play like his contract, or is he going to play like Daniel Jones?
I don't know who we've seen that's been like had this career path and then turned it into an all-time great career path.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he had those.
There's very little evidence to back up that he'll be like a great. I mean, Jared Goff, but he's not like a great quarterback.
No, and I mean,
and I think probably his first 4 was better than Trevor Lawrence's first 4.
Trevor Lawrence's stats are almost identical to Daniel Jones.
No, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like
but
actually
like,
better. Like,
I guess
not like in a better situation.
But the reason people hopped on the Trevor Lawrence train was because he came close to beating Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, which is obviously, I mean, I wouldn't say an accomplishment, but
well, he's also one of the greatest prospects ever.
He's one of the greatest.
And people give people
ever,
credit,
but
for
yeah,
that.
but
Joe
like,
Burrow is still getting credit for his national championship.
Yeah. I mean, Joe Burrow's been to a Super Bowl.
No, Joe Burrow's a great quarterback.
He's the only quarterback we've seen in the AFC beat Mahomes in the playoff.
But if Joe Burrow was like the 5th overall pick, we'd be talking about him in a different way.
But I mean, that's why Lawrence got the money.
Yeah.
But I mean, looking at it, yeah, I don't see him bouncing back. I mean, even that playoff win he had, he threw 4 interceptions.
Very fluky. Very fluky.
I think it was, as well as he played in that second half, I think it was just as much, if not more, of a Chargers collapse and Joey Bosa temper tantrum.
That was a very weird game.
Yeah. So but I trust Trevor Lawrence more than I trust Daniel Jones or Anthony Richards. The combination of the two.
Either of them, yeah.
The Titans, I think, could. No, I don't think the Titans can win the division. I think the Titans' ceiling is 7 wins. Barring like Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud rookie year, which I'm not going to project.
But no, you don't have to project it, but it can happen.
It can happen, but I don't think I really like Cam Ward.
He's the only guy that it could happen for
in this draft class.
Yes, and we've seen one.
Well, there's only
in every draft class in the past 5 years.
There were 2 quarterbacks in the first round. Not every quarterback or every year for the past 5 years.
Which one hasn't had one?
2022.
Who was drafted that year?
Kenny Pickett.
Right. Okay. Fine. 6 of the last 7. Then you go back. We got Herbert.
But how many 2 first-round pick quarterbacks draft classes have we seen in the past 5-6 years?
That's true. That is true.
And I don't think Ward is as pretty as a prospect as who went first overall. I mean, maybe prettier than Bryce Young.
Not
Not
really.
even.
No, I would not say so. Or Stroud, to be honest.
Not Caleb Williams. Not Jaden Daniels.
No.
So yeah,
Daniels won a Heisman. Isn't no.
I think it'd be. I'd almost lean more. I mean, Dart's coming off the bench, but I like New York's roster a tad bit more than Tennessee's.
What?
Yeah.
What? You mean like on paper, right? Like not like in terms of like you don't like their situation as much. You think you recognize the Giants are in a worse situation.
Yeah, the Giants are in a worse.
It would be harder for the Giants.
Yeah, it'll
to
be harder.
A competitive football team.
Yeah, but I mean,
right?
I look at the Titans. I look at the best players on their rosters. It's Jeffrey Simmons.
But
Calvin Ridley, L'Jarius Sneed.
Does that matter though? If the Giants have to play the Commanders twice, the Cowboys twice, and the Eagles twice, that's 6 games.
Cowboys actually love beating on the Giants.
Does it matter if their roster's better? They've lost like at least 5 of those 6 games.
That's true, but I like their defensive front.
I like the Giants too, but there's no chance that they're any good this year. Like the Titans have a chance, I think, to be better than the Giants.
It's more so like
they better play, sure.
The Texans not Texans. Titans like a 7-win ceiling for me, and I think the Giants are like a 8-win ceiling for me.
How could they possibly win 8 games?
I'll have to look at the schedule, but
I don't know how the fuck.
Yeah, and Dart is coming off the bench. I mean,
he's not even starting the year. You're getting Russell Wilson ball for most of that.
Yeah.
In a division with the Commanders and the Eagles, both teams that were 13 wins or more, and the Cowboys, who won like 7 games with their backup quarterback or something like that. That played 8 games all year.
That's true. But
you know the Micah deal's gonna get done.
No,
Aaron just being a dick. You know it's gonna get done.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can talk about the NFC East now.
Yeah. Let's pause. I want to get a beer.
All right. Micah Parsons. Tomfoolery.
Yeah, a lot of silliness involved.
Well, you get a silly silly GM, silly owner. You get a silly franchise.
Yeah. I think the title of GM is being ascribed here quite loosely.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's much of a general manager for the Cowboys.
Self-proclaimed general manager.
Yeah, he loves to call himself one. But if you never actually get any deals done that are at a reasonable market rate for the thing that you're buying, can you be considered a general manager? If you can't get fired, are you a general manager? He has no boss. He operates with impunity for the most valuable sports franchise you've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, if I had sympathy for Cowboys fans,
I do.
I'd feel bad for them.
I do.
But they're not really existent in a real way.
What do you mean?
I mean, they're not like
the fan base isn't like.
Yeah, they're like NPCs around the country who don't really watch football.
Yeah, but there's some true actual. I'm sure.
There definitely are.
I feel bad for those guys.
I feel bad for those guys, but I mean, he's running a business and he's doing a very successful job. He has one of the most valuable franchises in the entire world.
Depends on how you measure success, I suppose.
He's doing a good job in terms of increasing the value of his assets.
Yeah.
In terms of running a competitive function.
But that's not a football general manager's job, is it?
I'm talking about as an owner.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Can we call him general manager?
From putting together a competitive, functional or football organization. No, he's not doing successful.
Yeah. Isn't a general manager supposed to win the games?
Yeah, I mean,
put together winning.
He's done a great job at lowballing players until the last minute, and then grossly overpaying them and resetting the market for everyone else.
Yeah.
I think the Micah deal gets done. I think they find a way doing whatever they have to do with the cap to make him probably the highest paid player on that side of the ball.
They wouldn't get away with anything else at this point in time. It has to be
But
fuck you money.
but a 3-person franchise won't be competitive. I mean, maybe I don't think George Pickens can move the sticks. Out on Trayvon Diggs being a top 15 corner. Did Aaron Bland even play last year?
I don't know, actually.
I don't know. Yeah, like the rest of the defense doesn't do anything for me. The offensive line isn't really all that good. Javonte Williams is a running back right now. That doesn't do anything for me. Their head coach.
I was going to bring him up, actually.
What's his name?
Marty
Schottenheimer?
Schottenheimer?
Yeah.
I think his father was Brian Schottenheimer. That might be
That
right.
sounds
Or
right.
it might be the opposite.
I think it's the opposite. I think Brian's the head coach.
And Marty was his... Yeah, that sounds right, actually. I think that's right.
Brian
Schottenheimer, yeah.
Once again, you refused to pay McCarthy. Didn't let him get any interviews. And now you're in this position with a guy that nobody would have even considered for a head coaching position. You're embarrassing yourself in front of the media, but I guess Jerry Jones is any media's good media kind of guy. Like you said, when there's nothing going on, he likes to create a soap opera. He's doing a good job doing that.
Great job.
In terms of running a reality television program, Jerry Jones is doing a good job.
Yeah.
In terms of putting together a successful or competitive football team, he's not.
I don't even like, and I think this is where either my lack of knowledge about football or you know what, it could just be I wasn't there, but like I don't even actually understand why we care about the Cowboys. Like, you know,
It's like the Lakers in the NBA.
but
it's always something to follow.
Why? Like they were good in the 90s.
No,
I don't give a shit about the Bulls.
It's not that. It's that
because they were.
There's always something. There's something always going on. And like
nothing is going on.
They're playing with Micah Parsons.
They play with Lamar. I don't care. I
mean, but that's what I'm saying. That's what the talk is. Micah Parsons is a top 10 defensive player in the league.
Yes.
His contract.
He is a deep. Lamar Jackson getting screwed by the Ravens got less media attention than Micah Parsons getting screwed by the Ravens by the Cowboys, and he was an MVP
because the Ravens owner and the Ravens GM aren't going to the media and saying ridiculous things.
Yeah, I know, but why do we even? I don't know. I don't care about the Cowboys. I don't hate them. I don't love them. I have no feelings towards them. It's complete apathy. I really don't care what happens with the Cowboys. They're going to be their ceiling for me is 9-8, and their floor is 7-10. And I don't really care where they fall in the middle of either of those things.
I think their ceiling is 8 wins.
I can see them winning 9.
They can finish second. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, barring Jalen Daniels' sophomore slump, I think they're pretty locked into third in the division.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about them. They're a team that's third in their division, in a division that I don't care. I don't care. That division's not competitive. If you're not the Eagles, you're probably not winning it. If you're not the Commanders, you're not even going to compete for it. So they're an average.
They haven't had a repeat champion in 25 years or something.
Yeah,
I expect that to break, but I've also expected it to break in the past.
Yeah.
If it breaks, it's because of the Commanders.
Yeah.
I really and Jalen Hurts playing like the quarterback we know he is. But yeah, I'm not. The Cowboys aren't doing it for me.
They don't move the needle for me. I'm just not interested in this.
Spoke about the Giants, the Eagles, the Commanders. Their off-season I had a lot of hope for them. They had a lot of money. They could have done some very interesting things. They chose not to. They chose to trade away their number one running back and bring in, I don't want to say washed receiver, but a guy who's not a great receiver, who's overweight and overpaid, and he's good at the ball in his hands. And what else can you say about Deebo Samuel?
I don't. I gotta confess, I was never a huge Debo guy.
I was in 2022.
No, in the Niners offense, yeah, sure.
And even then, he wasn't a great receiver necessarily. He's great when the ball in his hands, but he wasn't a deep threat. He wasn't a guy you could target 20 times a game, or not 20, but 10.
I'm not a fan of
he's a
30-year-old Deebo Samuel with Cliff Kingsbury as his offensive coordinator and a defensive-minded head coach. I have no faith that he's going to look like prime Deebo. I don't know. Eckler, I have even less faith for. He hasn't been good in years.
Yeah, if you Eckler and Deebo would have been really cool 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
But we're not living 2-3 years ago. And then you mix in the fact that they're refusing to pay Terry McLaurin,
who may be their best player.
Yeah. I thought I had really high hopes for their offseason, and they greatly disappointed.
Yeah, I agree.
They could have done so much.
I have to project a Jaden Daniels fall off, though, for me to say they won't finish second in that division. So I believe they will finish second in the division, and I believe they'll win at least 9 games. I think their floor is 9 games,
barring a awful slump.
It has to be something even CJ Stroud didn't have that bad a fall off. You know what I mean? I'd be projecting that he'd be worse in the second year than CJ Stroud was in the drop off.
Yeah, I mean, Stroud played in a weaker division, to be fair.
Yeah, he did. But also, the Giants were in that division. There's no team that CJ Stroud played in his division that was as bad as the Giants.
Excuse me. Yeah,
including
and then
the Titans.
The Eagles, I assume having them coming in first.
Yes.
You expect them to go back to back?
Super Bowls? No. You can't project back to back. That feels stupid for football.
It does.
Unless the team is far and away the best team in football, and they were that last year, but the problem is the field is just too stacked. The Lions are pretty good. The Rams are pretty good, and the Ravens or the Bills are just as good as them, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or at least a little bit worse, but the quarterback difference kind of makes it
compensates,
up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think teams will find a way to adjust to them more now this year, and there'll be better game planning around them, primarily forcing Jalen Hurts to throw the football more.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't know if it is that line in Saquon.
Yeah. It's not they're not doing anything clever.
They're not doing anything clever.
They're just beating you into submission, essentially.
Yeah, it's very meat and potatoes football.
You knew what they were going to do the entire year last year. You just don't have any say in it.
I mean, the Chiefs tried to put a stop to Saquon, and Jalen Hurts is good enough to beat them. But I mean,
because they brought no pressure.
Yeah, you have to be able to stop the run against the Eagles, and then I guess, confusing Jalen Hurts with zones and whatnot isn't that hard, I don't think. I don't know. I hope Jalen Hurts comes back this year knowing how to read a defense, but I wouldn't rely on it.
I don't know.
He's a winner.
I hope that Justin Fields throws for 40 touchdowns.
But
I'm not going to throw a caution in the wind and expect it. No, I think I don't know. I think Yeah, the Eagles were very good last year. The only team that would pick over them, I'll put it this way, the team that think that like could win Super Bowl just as much as they could are the Ravens and the Bills.
And that Vegas would agree with you. So the three-way.
Yeah, I think any of those guys, honestly, I think if you're predicting the Chiefs to go to a fourth Super
I'm
Bowl,
not.
I just don't know about. You haven't studied your history. That's incredibly unlikely and almost impossible in this era. I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked. I'd be happy to eat my words on that one.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it'll depend how the AFC plays out because if the seeding like this for the AFC goes 1 Chiefs, 2 Ravens, 3 Bills, I'd like to not like, but I'd see the Chiefs coming out. Or if even 1 Ravens, 2 Chiefs, 3 Bills. I think it really comes down to maybe not that, but if the Ravens knock off the Bills and it becomes a Bills Ravens AFC championship, I don't know if I see Lamar beating both Josh and Mahomes in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's just
That
because you
seems
haven't
like too
seen
much
it.
of a jump for him.
I think it's just because you haven't seen it. I
Yeah,
think there's
well, that's exactly what it is.
yeah, there's
I need to
evidence.
see him to beat. I need to see him beat at least one of them before I
Yeah.
can see him beating both in the same postseason.
I don't like that though, because it's almost like we're separating the regular season from the postseason. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But his
like,
record against Mahomes in the regular season, he's what 1-4,
it's
1-5.
not great, no. But like, that's the other thing. Like, I don't know, and I guess maybe I might be different in this. Like, I might be unpopular in this, but like, I feel like people separate the regular season and the postseason too much. Like, this guy's not a postseason performer because we haven't seen it yet. So we're not gonna throw out the fact that we've seen him play amazing in the regular. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's the same rules,
what do you
same
mean?
game. Like
It's the same rules.
Yeah.
We're playing the same football game.
I can't imagine
I
he's in
can't-
his head that much.
I can't picture it.
But Buffalo, I don't think if I had to excuse his game against Buffalo, I'd say it's the weather, not the Lamar. Like I don't think he's in his head or anything. I think it's purely the weather.
Yeah.
It's the coldest game of his career. The Ravens coaching staff was clearly unprepared because they're talking about how the field was heated in press conferences a few days before the game
I
when
think,
it wasn't heated.
Yeah. I think I
But-
believe in choking less than the average fan.
Yeah,
I don't think I really believe in choking.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But do you think certain players play better in the playoffs?
I do.
So do you not see the
Yeah, you'd have to. Somebody would have to play worse in the postseason. But the thing is, so like, and that works for like I think like good to like above average players. But when you're talking about dudes who are literal world beaters in the regular season, like guys who are like
already great?
not even already great, like actual outliers. Like Lamar Jackson is maybe the best regular season quarterback ever. Like besides like Peyton Manning,
Yeah.
it gets tricky when you, like so it's not even like it's like
He's bound to translate.
like you know like a guy like I'm shitting sports here, but like a guy like Karl Anthony Towns, like a
Mhm.
guy of his caliber, I can
Mhm.
believe he chokes under pressure. Not that Cat does, because I
Yeah.
don't think he does. I'm talking about like guys of his caliber, like a
Yeah.
guy like Jared Goff. I
Yeah.
could buy that Jared Goff is choking under pressure, but a dude who is literally like we play 17 games every season. If he's the best ever or one of the best ever during that period of time, it's hard for me to believe that you just fall apart in the postseason and turn into a different guy.
Yeah, I mean I think
Even like Embiid, like the floor is just too high with those kind of guys for a lot of the
Yeah.
games they play.
I agree, but like I think football a lot of it's like baby steps you get a little bit closer every year.
Really, I think it's.
I mean,
more
at
NBA.
least with quarterback play in the playoffs.
I don't think that's true either.
I mean,
Aaron Rodgers, his year when he won the Super Bowl, he wasn't Aaron Rodgers yet. Not like the one that we would
talking
come
about
to
in
know.
more so in recent years.
That
I
could
mean,
be
maybe
true.
not.
Josh Allen had a pretty good. I don't know. That could be true.
He's yet to make the next step.
Burrow has been consistently pretty.
I guess
solid
Burrow
in
went to the
postseason.
postseason his first, or the Super Bowl's
First year as a first full year as a starter.
first year in the playoffs.
Yeah, first year in the postseason. Yeah.
Well,
First
I mean,
full
like,
season as a starter.
I guess, yeah, maybe not because I guess I haven't seen. There wasn't any reason.
I think
yeah.
in football more it's just like runs, like you know what I mean, like just like a crazy run,
Yeah,
and then you just do it. You just do it. Like
I think I like the.
it's just a run, and then basketball it's like step by step.
I just have a hard time seeing Lamar getting past both Mahomes and I think there's a path, but I think he needs to play one of the two, not both.
I think he could beat both of them.
I think he can. I don't think he will. I think he needs a 1 seed and have them battle it out in the divisional round, and then take him on in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think I like the Bills coming out of the AFC a little more than the Ravens because I like their schedule a little more than the Ravens. They have a really nice schedule.
Well, the division's also a good deal easier.
It's significantly easier.
Yeah.
Their opponents are easier. They have the Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals.
That's the thing no one mentions of Josh Allen. Of the top 4 quarterbacks in the NFL, he plays in by far the easiest division. And not just now, but throughout his career. Like that's not like a just now take. Like throughout his career, he's played in the easiest division.
He's had since he's drafted.
There's really been no contender in that division since he's been there.
Well, that's not true. Not since he's been there. Since he broke out.
Since he's been there, really.
Can I remind you of one Thomas Brady?
How many years did Tom Brady have on the Patriots while he was there?
2.
Yeah.
I'm saying he won a Super Bowl.
Okay, but like his first year, he was a starter. Yes.
Allen?
Yeah. Well, he started. No, he started like 11 games. Yeah, or like 9 games. And his second year, his first year starting, he was like
in the playoffs as a 6 seed, lost to Houston, and Brady won the division. But since Brady's left, I think 2020. I think since 2020, since he broke out,
years, for sure.
Only 2 teams have made the playoffs besides the Bills.
Over the 2021, for sure. Yeah.
The Patriots made it, and then the 2023 Dolphins.
The Chargers
Dolphins. Chargers made it twice.
Chargers have been a decent team this entire period of time. The Broncos.
Well, the year Herbert got hurt.
Yeah, but like you know what I mean.
The Broncos made it once. The Chargers made it twice.
Yes. The
Raiders made it in 2020.
Oh, the Derek Carr. No, that was
2020.
Yeah, they did make. They were 11 or 12 win team.
Something like that. I mean, they're still the Derek Carr Raiders, but
they were in the postseason.
They were in the postseason.
They were there.
I mean, but part of it with
the Bengals, for sure.
The Bengals are the real deal, or were the real deal. They're kind of a joke now.
They are a joke.
They're not the team, but the franchise.
That's all of them too. The Ravens.
The Ravens. There's been more teams to make it, partially because Lamar and Burrow have both been hurt.
Well, yeah, but also the Steelers. Like
the Steelers won
11 games than any team. Like no, but like this era of the Steelers has been better than any team, than any era for any AFC team that's fielded in the past 5 years.
Over a 2-year period.
Over the past like 3
the 23
years.
Dolphins. And they win 11 games.
Yeah.
Patriots had like a.
They were playing a backup quarterback in the postseason. I just let's just you know what I mean, like in terms of actual like.
But he has had the easiest,
and I don't like.
And he's yet to get a 1 seed.
He has yet to get a 1 seed, yeah, and I don't knock Josh Allen for that because I don't think the AFC East has been as much a cakewalk as like it looks. Like I think the Jets have.
The Jets and Patriots are both tricky.
They're both
divisional opponents,
and the thing is too,
you play them twice. It's hard to sweep that division.
We've also both had good defenses for the most part during your time.
Yeah, and it's weird because since Allen's broken out in 2020, I'd say the second best team in that division has been the Dolphins over the course of that stretch. The Dolphins have been the only team they've consistently dominated. He struggled against the Jets.
I'll tell you why. Because over a 5-year stretch, you want a good defense over a good offense.
The Dolphins have had the worst defense.
Defense actually sticks around. The Chargers have had a great offense over the past 5 years or so, by and large. It hasn't really done them any more than like
they've had a great O line or a pretty good O line and a great quarterback.
And some good receivers. We
Oh yeah,
remember the Keenan Allen
and
Mike Williams days and the Austin Eckler days. We were there for that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They had good offenses. They had a lot of talent. Bad coaching, sure, but good offenses. But over a 5-year period of time to compete with somebody, especially a great quarterback, you want a good defense over a good offense. It's more valuable.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but back to the point, I like the Bills' schedule the most out between them and Baltimore's.
There's still some divisions we haven't covered.
We haven't gotten
the NFC South.
West.
We didn't do the NFC West either, and we didn't do the AFC North. I think that's it.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I guess since we were talking about the Ravens and Lamar, we can stay in the North.
Yeah, it's probably the second most fun division in football.
Or
the first. NFC North, maybe?
I like the AFC North more. Mm-hmm. I think any one of those three teams have, in theory, the potential to win it, to win the division. I think that goes being without said, the Browns are the odd man out.
I think the Steelers have a really good chance to win it.
They have the smallest chance. If Aaron Rodgers can repeat the numbers he had last year,
he's a decent quarterback last year.
You got a lot less credit. It was more. I mean, a lot of it was his comments, his off the field answers, whatever. But his season numbers wise, his season wasn't all that bad. If he can put up a decent season, they play both the Bengals and Ravens weirdly well.
The question
it's possible, and I think in order for the path for the Steelers to win the division, you got to see either Burrow or Lamar getting hurt. Which it sounds weird to say, like that, making a prediction around that, but one of them being hurt has happened. 5 to 6 years they've been in the league.
I don't think it's happening anymore.
We've seen one healthy season with both of them. That was last year.
Mm-hmm. I think that shit is done. I think it's over with.
I'm not predicting one of them to get hurt, but I think I wouldn't be shocked if one of them got hurt.
I wouldn't be shocked either. I don't think it's gonna happen though.
But I think that they need a great year from Aaron Rodgers, or not a great year, but a decent year from Aaron Rodgers, and then Joe Burrow, Lamar injury to kind of help that.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick I'd choose the Ravens. I think I'd go Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, Browns.
Really? Steelers or Bengals? I mean, they've had it's a lot of nasty shit. It's a lot of sludge out there in the media about the Browns.
I've seen worse Steelers teams get 9 wins. And
I guess the thing with Aaron Rodgers is like, I think the question about him is like, so we understand that he picked the coaches, right? The offensive coordinator and shit. Like we understand that yes.
Yeah.
We understand that he somewhat at least had a part to play in the construction of the offense that they ran, right? So the question I guess is like, did he pick the kind of offense that he ran because he knew he could play the best that he could in that offense? Or did he pick guys that he liked, who picked plays that he liked, and wasn't challenged by those guys, and that's why it led to a stale offense? You know what I'm saying?
I think it was that.
Was the Jets' offensive failures his fault? Was that the best he could do in a construction of his making?
Yeah, now that I think about it, do I like the Arthur Smith, Aaron Rodgers?
That's the question is that the best Aaron Rodgers we could have gotten? Is it?
Yeah.
Or
I don't know.
Is it? Or was he hampered by the coaching that he picked? Did it backfire on him, or did he do it to himself?
I think I'm more willing to roll the dice on a Aaron Rodgers, Mike Tomlin combo than I am Bengals offensive line / defense / everything but the quarterback and receivers.
No, I get that. From a safety perspective, I'm like that question intrigues me, and honestly, if I'm a betting man, I think that's the best version of Aaron Rodgers that we could have gotten. I think he's more Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's very mobile.
Rodgers.
I think he needs to be open to the more modern concepts of the game, such as like a motion offense.
Yeah, I'm exactly. I'm
I don't think Jalen Warren is your number one back is ideal.
Yeah.
Cam Hayward settle his contract dispute?
No, he's still holding it.
I think he's been there long enough where I'm not worried about him not playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bengals are just too silly for me.
No, I hear that. And honestly, it's a stupid way to build a football team. The way that they've done it is ridiculous and insane. Like, it's dumb. You should have gotten rid of T. Higgins. You should have gotten rid of T. Higgins. It's the actual fact of it. You don't need T. Higgins.
Yeah, shopping around arguably or the best player on that side of the defensive side of the ball because you can't afford him. Is DJ Reader still there?
Yes.
He's decent too, but I guess that's the end of the list.
On the Cincinnati Bengals defense?
Yeah, unless you like Cam Taylor-Britt.
Nope, not a fan.
Or CJ Awuzie.
No. I know who that is, but no.
Corner, if he's still there. Yeah, I don't like the same reason I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like a couple of receivers, a quarterback, and an edge rusher.
It's a dumb way to build a football team.
But
it hasn't really ever worked.
The difference is between the Cowboys and the Bengals is the Cowboys have an incompetent GM with a big checkbook, and the Bengals. I'm not sure if they have a competent GM, but they don't have a big checkbook.
No. Yeah, the Bengals.
And scamming your rookie out of guaranteed money to try to finance your defensive edge rusher isn't the move. It's not good for morale. It's not good for the locker room. It's not good. It's not good for anything.
Yeah, it's been really interesting watching this whole like offseason go down because like we now get to see who the Bengals actually are. Like we get to see the incompetence in real time. Like you're not like you know what I mean. Like
it's not even incompetence as much as it is they're just broke.
Yes, but it's also a fun. They tried to scam a first round pick.
Yeah,
I mean that's not. Yeah, you're
that's
broke.
Silly.
But and you know what's crazy too, and like the Commanders. It falls in the bucket of the Commanders too. You can smell the desperation on these teams who just are having the first success of their actual like history.
Yeah.
It reeks off of them. You can smell the desperation.
The Bengals is just silly because, like, I understand Paul Brown is a historic. The Paul Brown family is historic to the NFL. Like, their legacy, whatever. Like, but you're robbing your fans of a competitive team. You're robbing your city of a competitive team. You're robbing Joe Burrow of the best years of his prime. Same with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Trey Hendrickson. Like, you're wasting their prime because you can't afford to field a competitive team. And if you can't afford to be in the business, you might as well get out. And I get you probably love the business, but you can sell minority shares. You can do whatever. You could try to work around it or just sell it. Like, I understand you founded the Bengals, whatever, but you can't afford to put a competitive team out there. It's a shame for the rest, not just the Bengals fans, but the rest of the NFL world.
I think it's more malicious than that. I think it's not about like, oh, you just don't like. You have to sell if you like, because if you're the owner of a city sports team, you probably tell people all the time how much you love that city, and how much you love your fans, and how much you love the players who play for that organization. You're lying, actually. You love yourself more than you love any of those guys. Because if that was true, any of the stuff you were saying, you'd sell the team. Because if you can't afford to keep them, it's your responsibility as an owner, actually. If what you're saying is true, that you love all of these people who are involved with the organization, you have to sell them.
Yeah,
you can't provide for them.
I agree. Like, yeah, like if you can't pay your first round picks, you're at a point where you cannot finance this operation and you have to sell. And it's not like I understand you've been with them forever. Like
I don't care.
I don't really, yeah, exactly. I don't really
I
care.
don't
Like,
care, dude.
like there are worse things from walking away from a job with what $4 billion in your pocket, $5 billion in your pocket, $3 to $5 billion.
If you can't, it's profit and loss. It's profit and loss. If you can't pay the people who work for you, you can't run a business. that's not, that's not how it
Yeah.
works. That's not true in any business. You
I
can't
mean,
pay
like,
people who work for you. You can't afford to.
baseball, you could get away with it. There are baseball teams who can't afford to field competitive franchise. There are like the Oakland A's exist, the
Yeah.
Chicago White Sox exist.
I mean,
the Brewers are playing well, but they're a small market team.
that's not cool either. It's not cool either. We're just not talking about them right now.
But
It's not
baseball
cool
has been
either.
normalized.
Yeah, I guess.
Football, there's a cap floor and there's a cap. There's a cap in general.
The disparity is different.
Yeah.
Though, I think there's no other organization that's as poor as
Green
the
Bay and
Bengals.
Buffalo, Pittsburgh, like
Green Bay can pay everybody it needs to pay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's the same with Buffalo. Like the small market teams, the small market's not a thing really in the NFL.
No, not really. Not in terms of paying people.
Yeah,
No,
unless you're Cincinnati.
unless you're Cincinnati.
And yeah, like cool, you bought the franchise for $100 60 years ago. Well, that's an exaggeration, but still, like sell the team.
Sell the team. I think the only divisions we missed is the West and the South.
No, or NFC South. I mean,
NFC South. Okay.
Bucks win it
Yeah.
easily.
Okay. I think
the Bucks could be a 2 seed even.
we got to stop playing with the Bucks.
Apparently, Godwin and Wirfs should be ready to go by week 1 or 2 as well.
They only got better in the offseason.
Yeah, I like
everything
I
I hear
like
about Shiloh
Ibuka.
sounds awesome. And Mika sounds awesome.
And then Bucky Irving. I mean, the people love him.
And they play the Saints twice a year.
Panthers twice. I mean, the Panthers did. They beat them.
How would they? Yeah, they did. But you know what I mean? Like, you can't project for the Panthers to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The only team who could throw in a competition is Atlanta, and I haven't seen enough of Michael Penix to.
No.
Is it Penix or Penix?
Michael Penis? It's
Michael
Penix. It's Penix.
Penix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I think it'll go Tampa, Atlanta, Atlanta/Carolina, probably Atlanta, and then I expect the Saints to be a bottom 2 team in the NFL, and I think them and Cleveland will put up a good battle for that number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, you don't love the Saints. I don't love the Saints. No one should love the Saints this year.
No.
I mean,
this is what happens when you avoid a rebuild for 10 years. Or not 10, but since Breeze left.
Like 5.
Yeah.
And Chuck, I mean, I don't think any of us have any great faith in Tyler Shuck.
No.
Or Spencer Rattler, for that matter.
I mean, it's a 31-year-old Kamara.
Yeah. Cam Jordan is still
concussion prone.
Actually pretty
Chris
good
Olave,
at football. DeMario Davis, still pretty good at football.
But that's not enough.
Not at all.
They're a 5-win ceiling team.
There's
really nothing to talk about in that division.
Nope. That's a 33-year-old edge rusher and a middle linebacker.
And bro, I
a wide receiver who's like Garrett Wilson good.
Yeah, when he's not concussed.
When he's not hurt, yeah. Which is
it's in his best interest to consider retirement soon.
They have the least talent in the league, I think. I think so.
Yeah.
Panthers also have not a lot of talent.
No, but
they have more. Derek Brown is by far and away.
What was his name? Choker?
Yeah, something like that.
Leggett, Thielen, Tet could be interesting.
Could be.
Bryce Young.
Who's their running back?
Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, who we all kind of like, you know.
Like in theory,
Derek Brown is a great defensive tackle.
If all goes great, they play well, they play to their ceiling, they can knock off 10 wins. But that's like
who can?
Panthers. But that's like
10?
if everything goes perfect.
I don't think there's a universe where the Panthers win 10
I think
games.
their realistic ceiling's 8 to 9.
Like 7.
At that point, you got to look at Bryce Young looked pretty good at the end of the year. He had that one 5-touchdown game.
Talent. They have no talent.
Their defense is not pretty. They have J.C. Horn, and
Bryce Young is a number 1 overall pick. Like, let's be honest here. Look at Caleb Williams the way he's talked about. I love Bryce Young, I do, but what are we talking about? He's a number 1 overall pick. And yes, his situation has been horrible for sure, but he also hasn't played that well for most of his career. I cannot, in good faith, project the Panthers to have a 9-win ceiling. That feels high.
To be honest, I'm already over talking about the division.
Yeah, okay.
There's really nothing else
there
to talk
isn't.
about.
There's nothing. West, then? NFC West?
AFC West, or NFC West. Panthers or not Panthers, Niners or Rams can win that.
I agree.
Cardinals, long shot. Seahawks,
like the Cardinals.
Improbable.
Yes, improbable.
I like Darnold. I like JSN. I like Kupp. I like Kenneth Walker. A lot of injury-prone guys.
Good secondary, too.
Good secondary. In theory. They're injury-prone.
Safeties are a bit weak.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes. Not sure if I trust the coaching yet. Yeah,
Mike McDonald, right?
Yeah. I'm not with them.
I'm forgetting where he was before this.
Wasn't he Baltimore?
He's Baltimore.
DC? OC?
OC.
Niners, if everyone's healthy, in theory, don't love the receiving room. I'm not really expecting a comeback from...
Well, they have Robert Saleh now.
Yeah, I'm not... the defense I'm not as worried about. I don't expect to come back from Ayuk, really. I feel like it's going to be a bad contract.
Yeah, receivers is a bit wild.
Don't love Jawan Jennings. Don't love Pearsall.
Yeah, fair.
I like Trent Williams, but I don't expect him to stay healthy at this point in his career.
He'd probably play like 13, 14, at least 13, 14 games.
I think hopefully 13 to 14 games. What did he play last year, like 10?
Yeah, but that was his only major injury of his career.
Well, he was sick for a lot of his career, remember?
What do you mean?
Didn't he have like brain cancer or something?
Well, yeah, when he played.
Tumor in his brain.
Played.
But I don't know I don't know how I feel about that team. I pick LA. LA is also injury prone and risky.
Really just Matthew Stafford, yeah.
But I don't know. I trust the Rams more. I like the Rams more. I think it goes Rams, Niners, Cardinals, Seahawks, coin flip.
Yeah. I think I'd probably agree with that. Rams,
if everything goes to plan for the Rams, I really like them.
I think Matthew Stafford is still a pretty good quarterback.
I think
he's still top 8 minimum.
I think healthy, playing at his best, he's the 5th best quarterback in the league.
I agree, but I think he's still top 8 minimum. Well, and I'm talking about like anticipating drop off. You know what I mean? And just age. Anticipating drop off, I think he's still top 8 minimum. Mm-hmm. And I think Puka Nacua is a very good receiver. I think Devontae Adams is still a good receiver.
Puka's probably a top 5, give or take 2 spots.
Yeah, give or take 2 spots. He's definitely top 10 for me.
Devontae Adams could, in theory, be a top 10
I couldn't call him 5, actually. I couldn't call him top 5. Because I think the top
Chase,
4...
Jets...
I think Amon-Ra's better.
Amon-Ra, AJ Brown.
I think AJ Brown's better.
Yeah, I think he's 6. I'd probably put him at 6 then.
Yeah, that's fine. I think 6 through 10, he's for sure.
I don't know who would put in front of him besides those 5 guys.
I'd have to think more about it, but I couldn't think of anybody off the top of my head. Yeah, he's definitely there in the mix. He's a great receiver.
Yeah.
Adams is also still a pretty good receiver at this age.
Yeah, I like Adams more than Tyreek Hill at this point.
And I like their young defense too.
Yeah,
I like
verse.
Braden Fisk. I like Jared Verse. I like Kobe Turner. All of that, I'm very with it.
Yeah,
We'll just have to see though, because if the Niners are completely healthy and they're firing on all cylinders, we all know the Niners are better.
feels like they're that team almost every other year.
Yeah,
So maybe they bounce back.
yeah. Plus Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah,
So
I don't love the receiving room. That's my only thing.
you think Darnold will do the thing this year? You think he'll be good?
I think it'll be okay. I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Seahawks finish in last and still win 7 games.
Yeah, that could happen.
I think the Seahawks and Cardinals are both 7-10 win teams.
How do you feel about Kyler? Is he unlucky or is he robbing people at this point in time?
A little. I mean, the quarterback market has reset, so he's not like. Is he still top 10 paid quarterback? He's like 8 now.
He's definitely still top 10.
But it looks less ridiculous because other people are getting paid.
But his was all. No, it wasn't all guaranteed.
There were a lot of stipulations.
Yeah, there's a lot of stipulations actually. There's not a lot of guarantees.
Film.
But he made a lot of money though.
He made a lot of money. He made a lot of money. I don't think Kyler. I mean, if Jalen Hurts can win a Super Bowl,
yeah, fair.
It's possible. But Kyler doesn't have an Eagles setup around him.
It's not a bad take, but you need to stand on that.
Yeah,
you need to stand on that though. If you think, you know what I mean, like
do I think Kyler is
less
better
talented?
than Jalen Hurts? Not necessarily.
You think he's just as good though? Jalen Hurts is just greater.
Ballpark, yeah.
Jalen Hurts is greater. He's a greater quarterback. You think he's just as good though? You do.
I think. I think he physically doesn't have the same physical attributes. Obviously, being very undersized.
But you take college attributes over Jalen Hurts. He has a bigger arm. He's quicker, more agile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows how to read a defense.
Better than Hurts
more
does.
So.
Yeah. Better than Hurts does.
Yeah.
He never had a healthy season.
But do I see the Cardinals fielding a team like the Eagles? No.
He never had a healthy season below 10 interceptions.
Yeah.
His turnover thing is kind of an issue.
Yeah, but I mean, up until this year, can you say Allen the same thing?
You could definitely say Allen the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not as. I think he's around the same ballpark as Hurts, but I don't ever see the Cardinals putting together a roster like Hurts or like the Eagles.
Yeah.
But I think Hurts is definitely closer to Kyler Murray than he is Joe Burrow.
In terms of ability to do things on a football field, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But that isn't how we evaluate quarterbacks.
No, it isn't.
Unfortunately. We do evaluate them in wins and losses.
Yeah.
So
Jalen Hurts is a winner.
He's a winner.
Is he an elite quarterback? I'm not so sure, but he's a winner.
I am sure he's not. I'm pretty certain that he's not.
Yeah, I mean, he's good at QB sneaks and giving the ball to Saquon Barkley, and
anyone who's paying attention knows who's good.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're in Philadelphia.
No, they know who's good too. They're just lying to themselves and other people.
Because people in Philly are they're not just saying top 5; they're saying top 3. You know, everyone's better than Hurts until it's time to play Hurts.
If you're
watching, he's 4-0 against them in the past 2 years.
If you're watching us talk about football, you know exactly who Jalen Hurts is. Like, there's people in Philadelphia who would watch this kind of thing, who know exactly who Jalen Hurts is, and they'll still make the argument because they have to. They don't have a choice.
No person in their right mind. I'll hear the Jalen Hurts at 5 argument. No person in their right mind saying him over Burrow, Mahomes, Lamar, or Allen.
Can I be honest?
What?
I'll put him as low as you let me. If you let me get away with, 8, I'll do it.
I'd be more comfortable with him at 10 than I would be at 4.
Yeah, me too.
I think I'd be more comfortable with him at 15 than 4.
Yes. I'll put him as low as you let me. You give me Stafford? Cool. Great. Give me Daniels? All right, fine. I'm not.
Herbert.
I'm not even a rookie year kind of guy. You give me Daniels, I'll take it. Herbert, I'll do it. We can run with that.
Tua when healthy.
I'll give it. We can do it. Like, I'll put him as low as you give me. Cause
Stroud.
and we did this the other day too. Like we looked at their like his attempts. He
Yeah.
does a ridiculously little amount of work. Like,
He's getting paid a lot of money to hand the ball off.
you can't not throw the ball. You're a quarterback. He doesn't throw the ball.
Yeah, I think.
He throws the ball less than Ryan Tannehill in the peak Derrick Henry days.
Yeah, he's kind of like JJ McCarthy in Michigan almost.
Yeah, fine. Different sport.
Different sport, different play style, but they're asking very little of him.
And even then, when it came to the draft time, McCarthy was what? The fifth guy off the board? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah, I mean,
He beat Penix in a football. They had a game. They played a game. They played the most important game.
But like,
Beat 'em.
and for the people who are like, how do you say Tua ahead of Hurts? I'll let you ask Nick Saban that question.
Yeah, yeah, and you also that's why it's great too, because like all these games are on TV.
He knows more than any of us do.
And these streaming services they come out with are magical because you can just pirate games if you can't afford them. So you can actually watch all this stuff and make your own decisions. But if you watch football, I mean, I'm in the AFC East, maybe I'm biased, but I know how good Tua is.
Yeah.
In a vacuum, I want him over Hurts. I do. I just do.
Yeah.
Assuming injuries aren't an issue, of course, because he could retire tomorrow.
Throw a guardian cap on Tua, I'll take him.
I will take him. I'm sorry. I will.
And like, he did have his best season. And for the people like, oh well, he has Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Hurts has Brown and Smith.
The season he had was like a Joe Flacco kind of postseason Super Bowl run.
Jalen Hurts?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what he did. Like, that's what he did. If you want to call him top 5, why?
No.
Who was calling Flacco top 5?
The closest things I've seen to that his season would probably be Flacco and Dilfer in the past 25 years.
There wasn't a starter who played the whole season who had less passing than Jalen Hurts. Not one.
And the way they got over the hump was by bringing in an elite running back and taking the ball out of Hurts' hands.
Yes, he played well in the Super Bowl, but they were stacking the boxes to prevent Saquon Barkley from. You think he rushed for 30 yards on accident? You think the guy who was dominating grown men all year who did a backwards hurdle went for 30 yards on accident?
Is Andy Reid the best coach in football?
Yes.
And Spagnuolo's what, a top 3 defensive coordinator?
Yes.
And they believe their best chance in beating the Eagles was by having Jalen Hurts throw the ball.
And you know what? I think they were right.
I think they were right.
I think if Saquon got unleashed, it would have been worse. And I'm comfortable saying that.
I like the Eagles roster. I think people are far too high on Hurts. I think people are far too high on Quinyon Mitchell. And I think people are far too high on Cooper DeJean.
It doesn't matter, though. Doesn't matter. Not actually.
Yeah.
They're so good.
They won the Super Bowl.
No, how good Jalen Hurts is doesn't actually matter. Not really. Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, yes, it matters how good they are.
If you're an Eagles fan, as a Bills fan, I'd rather have a Super Bowl than Josh Allen's MVP. You should be happy that you won a Super Bowl. You don't have to start acting like Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback.
Well, no. The same way I'll put him as low as I can get away with, they'll put him as high as they can get away with. I'm perfectly okay with it.
They can't get away with 2, and some will put them at 2. Some will put them at 3.
Well, that's when you tell them that they're wrong politely, but
it's Philly fans.
I can't put Hurts at 15. Will I try sometimes? Maybe. You know, like it's not like that's how it goes. I think honestly, I'm more inclined to believe with the Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean thing that people are jumping the gun, than they're overrating them.
Let me.
They'll probably be good, both of them. Probably, they looked good in the rookie year. If we were evaluating regular rookie years, they look good.
Let me ask you this: is Jalen Hurts closer to Joe Burrow or Justin Fields?
Joe Burrow.
You're positive?
Yes,
I think you're right.
I think I'm right.
It's harder because his play style is more similar to Justin Fields. So naturally, your brain would compare him more to Justin Fields.
Hurts is good at the little things. He can Hurts can play on timing in a reasonable and respectable way. Fields cannot.
Yeah.
He can't play on time, which is like I think a top 3 most important thing for a quarterback. He can't play on time.
Yeah, the thing is that
Hurts can play
the
on
thing
time.
that bothers me about Jalen Hurts is I don't know how you talk about someone like even I'm not going to really acknowledge the top 4 Jalen Hurts being a top 4 quarterback because I don't think there's any grounds for that argument.
It's blasphemy.
But let's say 5. I don't know when the last time you saw someone throw 18 touchdowns and be like, yeah, he's a top 5 quarterback.
I mean, neither. I don't
like. No,
I think it's silly. It's all very silly. He's like we are witnessing at least 3 guys who retired today would be first ballot Hall of Famers. I think
on that offense.
No. Actually, not first ballot, but 3 guys who retired today, and Patrick Mahomes, who will be first ballot, Lamar and Josh Allen, who would get in if they retired today.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is on a Hall of Fame trajectory.
Yeah.
There's nobody else who's on a Hall of Fame trajectory or who looks like they'll be a likely candidate.
Like you got the older guys, but for the sake of this argument,
in their prime. You know what I mean? Like Stafford, Rodgers, sure, fine. But people are looking for that 5th guy, and it's not Hurts. I hate to break it to you. He might be a Hall of Famer, but he's still not the level of quarterback that those other guys are.
I would be more comfortable with Stafford, Herbert, Stroud, or Daniels at 5. I don't think there's enough of an argument to definitively say Tua's better.
I think Stafford should be everybody's guy at 5 after last year.
Do I think Baker hurts? I think Baker's a better player, but can you say he's a greater quarterback?
Unfortunately, you can't.
You can't.
You can't say that kind of thing and have Tom Brady as the GOAT.
Yeah.
But he is better. He is better.
I think he's better at his job.
No, he's better, but that's not
38 touchdowns last year.
That's not really what we're talking about. Like,
yeah,
Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady. He is in his prime.
Yeah.
In his prime, he's better.
But then you can also is Cam Newton in his ceiling better than Tom Brady?
No. 07 Brady? No. There's at its absolute peak? No. That's one of the better quarterback seasons of all time. He was undefeated and had 50 touchdowns. It's like a top 10 peak ever, for sure. And Newton doesn't have a top 10 peak ever.
What do you think is the best quarterback season of all time? 13 Manning?
Oh, you mean 15 Manning? No, 13 Manning. 13 Manning. 15 was the year they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No. Nope.
What would yours be? One of the
Can
Rodgers?
You guess it?
11 Rodgers?
Yeah, that's 11 Rodgers. It's 11 Rodgers.
What did Manning do, like 53, 55 touchdowns, something like that?
Who did? Manning?
Yeah.
He had 55 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 5,477 yards.
Broke the passing and
passing touchdown records, both of which are still records. No one's broken them since.
Games.
And a 17-game season, and in an increased passing.
Was there one rushing touchdown in there?
Yeah, there was, I think, 2.
2?
Maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah. 24 Lamar's up there.
Yeah.
But
even 18 Lamar is up there.
Yeah. But
I mean, there's others too. Like, what is it? 15 Mahomes? No, 17 Mahomes is it? Or
18.
18 Mahomes up there. So I meant 19 Lamar then. 18 Mahomes is up there. I like 11 Rodgers.
But like even now, like what is it, Cam Newton's numbers weren't up there, but like
21 Rodgers with the 48 touchdowns, 5 picks.
I think it's 20 Rodgers.
That was also a really good year.
Yeah. I think it's 4 picks.
Even what was it? The other Manning year that's really great. The one of the Colts.
08?
Might be 08. I think it's 08 Manning. He was really great that year. If you look at like in comparison to like the people he played with, it's crazy.
Yeah. Probably the best.
There's the Marino year.
All time
You
best.
could pick a Breeze year.
Yeah. You can.
Numbers wise. You could pick a Breeze year. Numbers wise.
I mean, he retired with the most yards and touchdowns of any quarterback ever with less games than Brady.
Yeah. Numbers wise, I mean, you could pick a Breeze year. The passing touchdowns weren't always great, but you could still pretty much pick a Breeze
Yeah, his
year.
interceptions weren't.
But the completion
That's
percentage
great.
was insane, and the yards were crazy.
Yeah.
You could pretty much pick a Breeze in terms of production.
And in terms of weapons, if you compare him to Brady or Manning, his best weapons are Michael Thomas, which he had for 3-4 years.
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham, who's the best head in
Marcus
football
Colston.
for 2 years. Yeah, Marcus Colston. It was
Ted
at
Ginn.
best a. Ted
Yeah,
Ginn.
I'm not. These guys are not superstars,
Yeah.
but
And
Tom
you
Brady had
compare him to Gronk,
and
Moss.
Devontae Adams, Moss. Yeah.
Yeah. Jordy Nelson.
Well, even Rodgers didn't have that great weapons compared to other.
Jordy Nelson was he a first team All Pro one year?
If he wasn't, he was second team. Definitely made
Devontae
an All-Pro
Adams was first team 3-4 times.
With Rodgers, I think it was 3. Yes, I think 3.
I mean, technically, he also had Jimmy Graham, but different iteration of Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, doesn't really count. Mahomes had Hill too, and Kelsey.
And Kelsey.
Yeah,
You can say Hopkins if you're into that kind of thing, but he didn't really have Hopkins.
he did not have Hopkins. He had what was left of Hopkins. He did not.
He had he had a small fraction of Hopkins.
We were blessed to see prime DeAndre Hopkins. We're not gonna pretend like that was the same guy.
But I mean, Kareem Hunt was even a really good running back before he started assaulting women.
I'm just gonna say too, Matt Ryan's year in 2016 was fucking gross.
Yeah, Matt
I'm a
Ryan
huge
also
fan
had
of that
some
year.
great weapons.
Yeah, he did. Played with Tony Gonzalez.
Roddy White, Julio Jones.
Yep. Yeah, Julio Jones, who was great that 2016 year too.
I mean, Peyton Manning had Marvin Harrison,
Yeah.
Bruce. No,
Demaryius Thomas.
Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne, and Hilton. No.
T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah.
That was.
No,
I
not
don't
T.Y.
think. Yeah,
Hilton.
that was
Not
Andrew
T.Y.
Luck.
Hilton. Yeah. Maybe. Okay,
I don't know. They might have had an overlap, but I don't know if they did.
I don't
think
think they
that's
had much
mostly
of an
Andrew
overlap.
Luck.
I think I'm thinking Luck. We had some other great receiver too, Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison and somebody else too. I forget who though. On the Colts as well, but it's fine.
I mean, he had Demaryius Thomas, Julius Thomas,
Yeah.
Eric Decker, Wes Welker on the Broncos.
He was really good at football.
Broncos did not have any outstanding running backs during that unbelievable offensive run.
No, they did not.
Was
Which
no
is
Sean
weird.
Marino their number one back most of that year?
Yes. Which is weird.
Yeah. I
Very
mean,
weird.
even a lot of the past Super Bowl champions have not had great running backs.
Excluding this year, I assume you mean.
Excluding this year, obviously. But before this year's Isaac Pacheco,
Yeah.
back-to-back
Well, a lot of
years.
times they've been in the Super Bowl though. Like great running backs have been in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. They just haven't. Like McCaffrey was.
Rams was Cam Akers coming back off the
Yeah.
Achilles tear.
No.
19
Who was the first Niners running back?
or who's
Before McCaffrey in the Super Bowl where they played the Chiefs and they lost.
I don't even remember.
He was good though. Nah, he wasn't good, but he was good in that game.
It wasn't.
He wasn't actually good. He was good in the game. He was a young guy too.
It wasn't the guy on the who just left the Dolphins.
You would know this name when you heard it too, and it would be like you'd be upset that you forgot it.
But the Patriots had.
It's fine. It's gone.
Patriots had what was his name, James White.
Yeah, James White. Yeah.
Who scored the touchdown in the 28-3 game? I don't even know. Before Saquon, the next best, like the next closest thing to a decent running back would be what? LeGarrette Blount on the Eagles.
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, for teams that won a Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, and then Marshawn Lynch,
Yeah.
but he wasn't even a huge factor in that game.
Yeah,
that I
but
remember. Maybe
he was a great factor that year.
like the Giants is Ahmad Bradshaw.
Yeah, well, the run game is the easiest thing to shut down.
Yeah,
So it makes sense that these guys aren't getting super far.
but
in the
if you have a good
postseason.
run game, if you can run the ball, you control the clock, you win the game.
Yes, that's why these teams that have a great running back
That's why the
and
Ravens
make
were
a
so
Super Bowl
good.
are often seen as dynasties, like or
Yeah.
future dynasties. Like the Seahawks were seen as like a future dynasty.
Yeah.
The Eagles are now seen as like almost like a future dynasty. People think that, you know,
Yeah.
wrong or right, they think that.
Jalen Hurts is the worst quarterback since how long to win the Super Bowl?
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles. Yeah, I forget he's a backup. Excluding him, since I guess he's a backup. Flacco? Is he definitely worse than what Flacco was that year?
It has to be Flacco, I think.
I'm not positive he was worse than. Was
Peyton
it?
Manning. No,
Oh yeah, I guess 2015 Peyton Manning is probably better than that.
Peyton Manning. I think.
Yeah.
He was god awful that year.
Yeah.
Like almost confusingly awful.
The Brock, he was competing with Brock Osweiler for a job, basically.
Yeah. And he lost for a good portion of the year.
Well, he was hurt too, but
yeah. But also, they kept him out for a little while because they didn't want to see him get back on the field. He was rough.
all right, you ready to wrap this up?
Let's call it. Give
All right.
him a goodbye.
Good night. God bless. Go Bills.